A very close race shaping up in the U.S. midterm elections as polling closes in more and more states. The midterms are seen as a referendum of President Donald Trump's performance. Former U.S. Treasury Secretary Hank Paulson warns of a full-blown Cold War as U.S.-China trade tensions reach breaking point. Caution gains in Asian stocks as investors brace for results from the U.S. midterms, with little change to policy expected regardless of the outcome. And later in the show, a sneak peek of a new Channel NewsAsia documentary that airs tonight that finds out more about one Singaporean man's inheritance of bronze artifacts that could be priceless. Hello and welcome to News Now. Early U.S. midterm results indicate the Republicans are likely to hold Senate. 35 of the 100 Senate seats are in play. But more crucially, the Democrats are leading in multiple key House races, having flipped 4 seats so far. They are aiming to achieve the net gain of 23 seats needed to seize the 435-member House. But a setback for them in Indiana. According to projections by various U.S. TV networks, incumbent Joe Donnelly, who went against his party in backing Mr. Trump's border wall funding, has lost to Republican businessman Mike Braun. Republicans are fighting to keep control of the House and Senate, but the Democrats are aiming to retake both. The midterms are seen as a referendum of U.S. President Donald Trump's performance. The results will decide whether his policies face a smooth or bumpy ride in the House and Senate. Record voter turnout is being reported across the country. Experts believe it could be the highest in 50 years for a midterm election. Voters in deeply Democratic areas voted local, but wanted to send a national message to President Trump.
Of course Trump affected my vote. Of course he affected my vote. I find the president incredibly depressing, partly for the way he thinks or does not seem to think about political issues, social issues, economic issues in any clear way, and even more for the way in which he deliberately and gleefully inflames distaste for one another among all of us.
Well, he's an incompetent buffoon, but I didn't vote for him. I wouldn't vote for him. But since Massachusetts always votes Democratic, I can concentrate on other things and let maybe some of those Midwestern states give him a kick in the pants.
All right, let's take a look at the latest figures for the races. The House of Representatives has 435 seats, but there are 6 non-voting members, so whichever party gains 218 seats will control the House. It appears to be neck-and-neck race. The Republicans now have 96 seats, and the Democrats have taken 84 seats. It's a much tougher race in the Senate for the Democrats. Not every seat was on the ballot. The winning number of seats is 51. There, Republicans are holding 45 seats and the Democrats are at 38 seats. Well, broken ballot scanners are leading to long lines at some polling stations in New York. Voters are being asked to leave their ballots in an emergency ballot box instead. Voters said it took about 3 hours to cast the vote, while poll workers said 2 out of 6 scanners were not working. Political observers say delays appear to be most common in states with aging voting machines. Broken voting machines were reported in at least 12 states. Let's bring in our correspondent Simon Marks, who joins us now live from Washington. Simon, Republicans are still being projected ahead despite encouraging early results for the Democrats. How do you think this race will pan out?